Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna start posting the links and stuff as I always
Today
do.
I'm probably turning up, but I'm usually a bit late into sometimes.
All right.
Time zone difference.
Anything you want to tell us about with the community and stuff lately? Any updates from that?
No, from there, we did at the tournament, didn't we? So that's big.
Did you guys, anybody watch the tournament?
Yeah, watched it. Quite a tense battle.
Oh man, the finals.
I can't believe who are lost though. That's
Yeah, Horde, spoiler alert, lost. Human developer hangout. And I want to get a screenshot of. Usually, I try to get a screenshot of our hangout or something to make it juicy for people to look at, to click on. What should I put this week?
I'd say if there's anything, make us something as a tournament image maybe. Try that tournament image. Still not, it's gone into it now. Looks very nice GIF of the tournament.
Is there? Can you link me?
I said if there's one.
Oh, I
Surprised
don't
the
know.
community haven't made one, to be honest.
I don't think
But
there
from
is.
what happened. Have a
Um,
look, see if there's anything on the community side.
okay.
On artwork, if there's anything interesting.
I'll just put a trading card image in there.
That's also right.
I'm boring like that. I always gotta have some kind of image, which is nice. What's up, Bio? What's up with you?
Not much like the last weeks.
I missed last week's meeting. Did we talk about anything important?
Last week, the wheel meeting started like 50 minutes late or something, and
Oh my
then I had
god.
to go offline, so that's just too late for me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No problem.
I was not here for that. Who ended up starting the meeting?
I think Paul created the hangout 10 minutes after,
Oh, okay.
and then we just chatted for over half an hour or something.
Okay. Alright, so here we go. I got this image of a Ryoku and the Phalanx. And okay, I got this announcement. Let me post another one. Someone's got a lot of noise in the background. I can hear. You guys check your microphones. Oh, who is that?
Little bio.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
it's
muted,
easy.
so can't be me.
No, it's CC. Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah. That's it. We got a fan on.
I'll stay mute for a while. I do, but just not. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds like a fan. It's just probably the air just blowing by the microphone.
Okay, so 1 second. I gotta edit this image thing. It's a little bit too big for the preview. Okay, there we go. Fucking hell. Hootsuite, you suck. Does anybody have stuff to say about the tournament while I do this thing?
It was a good tournament. Looks like it quite well organised, and commentary was quite entertaining.
The commentary I was really impressed by it. I think it was Redmond that was commentating.
I think so. I'm not sure who the other one was. I only watched the final. I've not been able to catch up with the rest, but I make sure to watch the final. Listen to the final few rounds. They were quite entertaining. A bit silly, but yeah, still entertaining. So yeah, overall it seemed well made.
Who was the other caster?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the Twitch chat to probably tell us, since they'll have a better idea than us. Might have been Skeleton, but Skeleton commented on the final one, I don't think. Because he was participating in it.
Yeah. Did anybody else watch it? Y'all just enjoy your Saturday or Friday? Yeah, it was actually a Friday, so it's like a working day. It's kind of hard for a lot of people to catch. That was fun, though. That was really, really fun for people who caught it. It was awesome. Okay, so today we will be doing a public hangout, and I guess what do we want to talk about today? Because I have a lot of stuff that's like private that I want to talk to you guys about, and also a lot of our team isn't here yet, so.
I'm only going to stay online for 40 minutes or something because it's late for me, so just as a heads up.
Okay, so we'll just do, 15 minutes of public stuff. We'll talk about what's happening, and then we'll cut it off at 4:15. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so this week, again, like we said, tournament happened. Huge congratulations to Skeleton for winning the first ever organized world tournament. I have to say, I mean, the follow-up obviously is Huarts, who got defeated. I feel like Huarts in the fight, while just watching him play. I mean, I'm not the same level as he does, so it's interesting to see because it feels like he's really, really good at his own thing. He hasn't fought a lot of opponents that are as challenging as that. And, especially after listening to his post-tournament stream, him talking about his experience with the tournament, it seemed like, he didn't feel like he was really prepared to fight against this particular style that Skeleton brought in. It was really interesting to see this sort of meta brought out by Skeleton. I mean, I've seen like Echo do this kind of thing. Kurotama, he plays this a little bit sort of this way. A lot of like fast, air canceled fast, and then going into air. A lot of like sneaky balance to throw in there, and just like really, really decent blocks. So all that stuff added up together to be just a really tight fighting style, and I really enjoyed just watching them fight. And so that was really fun. Another thing I want to mention is how well the tournament was organized. There was a lot of shaky bits, and I would have loved to help out a little bit more, but I was actually yeah, I mean, we were all just super busy, so the timing is unfortunately a little bit poor, especially for the regional tournaments. I was out of town, so. Too bad. But I eventually ended up doing a couple of hype posters for them. Would have been nice to do even more hype leading up to it. I don't know how we would have done that, though, so it's interesting. Hello, Paul. You look fancy.
Hey.
You look very bearded.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me clearly, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
So I don't know what else we should talk about for public. Just to, I guess, update everybody very briefly, we are working on Vanguard, and we're working on Vanguard a lot more than we are on the game mode. I'm not really sure if that's a good idea or not. I feel like the game mode takes precedence over Vanguard, but then again, yeah, that is what we're working on right now. And then I do want to mention that I have been trying to prep a patch for the last couple weeks. We did wait on the tournament before we patch. However, I started biting off a little bit more than I can chew for this patch. Like I started actually working on Scimitar, which I thought was really important because after looking at the tournament results, I was a little bit disappointed by the turnout for Rapier. The turnout for Scimitar, the turnout for Phalanx, the turnout for Pure. So those kinds of things, make me a little bit concerned. Just in terms of a very high-level gameplay balance. I'm also really concerned about the low-level gameplay balance. This stuff is always important to me, so that's why I've been focusing a lot more on it this week. So I've been doing some code changes on Nightly. You'll see a lot of the Nightly changelog stuff. I'll pull it up on the screen share. 1 second. Let's see. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I'll add my entire screen region for sharing. Okay, and then I guess I can also share in Google. And then let's go to changelog. Just to really quickly talk about the stuff that got changed on Nightly. So there's a couple of really good suggestions on the forums about the knockback when two players pair each other, and how it used to not keep the player's momentum, and that's actually really detrimental to the person trying to play the parry game. So I added that, and that was actually a really good experiment. We learned a lot from it. We changed the values a little bit, and I think it's fine-tuned now to something more reasonable level. There's also a couple of bugs that people discovered that I was trying to fix. There's also still a couple of tracers, which I need to talk to Bio about. I'm not really certain what's going on, but that's okay. We've got some time after. And then finally, intercept with a gen, the momentum for the opponent that's getting intercepted. It used to be that the opponent will fly past the interceptor, which is really dumb. I played a little bit more yesterday with intercept, and it's just sort of really unsatisfied with the feature. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that yet, but that's under observation for me. And then finally, Scimitar. I really wanted to change up Scimitar, basically give it a clean slate. I added a lot of experimental stuff yesterday to it, played around with it, a little bit unsatisfied. There's a couple of things that I really want to go back and fix. So none of this stuff is going to stay in the patch, which basically means we're going to have to change a little bit more things before this patch actually goes out, because as it is, we can't release it. It's a little bit underwhelming and very broken. Finally, just looking at the tournament results, I have some things that I know I want to buff. There's also a couple things like foil I did change, so it's no longer a single hit weapon, it's a multi-hit for forward. I'll give it a shot. The damages are more or less the same, except it's slightly reduced overall with things like fast stance and such. So give it a try nightly. I put the nightly server up. It should still be a build. But tonight I'm going to make another nightly build so that you guys can play around with it, and it should be awesome. Anybody else have stuff to add? I'm done, basically. Team? Nothing public?
I have nothing public to add.
All right, so I think we're going to do shout-outs and questions for the next 12 minutes. Anybody have shout-outs to give? How about to the tournament organizers? Wow, you guys are really dead. Okay, I'll do it. So shout-outs to the tournament organizers. Obviously Skeleton, Redmond, and who else was helped out as well? I'm missing like a ton of people. I know that like a lot of people pitched in. Do you guys know at all? Shout-outs to Taz and Krotama for bringing a lot of really good suggestions on changing the game up. I think the next patch is going to be, it's going to feel like kind of a new game. This should be pretty sweet. Check it out nightly. Does anybody have questions for us? Mattress asks, what type of game modes are you guys working on? So initially we were brainstorming how to make freeze tag work, and I think Devin pitched another idea, which sounds pretty interesting, and we modified the idea a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we basically need to like design docket right now. It's going to be a team-based game mode, and that should be fun. Anybody else have questions for us? All right. Anybody have stuff on our team that you guys want to say for pub? Devin, did you catch the tournament at all?
Myself.
Holy shit, UC, we got a wild naked UC in the house. Just
Not naked, mostly sunburned, but okay, sure. I did want to say, because I crashed before I got a chance to say it, but the Skeleton, I think it was Skeleton who was, no, it was not Skeleton, but I did enjoy him. There was another caster, and I think he was Sergeant Stoner. I don't know if it was the case.
Oh yeah, Sergeant Stern is an organizer as well. That's right. He's awesome.
So yeah, someone was doing it almost like the entire time at the very end. I got and like the shit he would say, man. You need some chips for that dip. I don't know. I think it's refreshing to see how excited people were about the tournament and about the moves and actually like understanding just what was going on, like, and the excitement they had any time that these amazing hits were done. It was a really, really good tournament, and I thought it was fantastic to watch, and even more fun to listen to. So I just had to give big props to them. They did a great job.
Well, they did a really good job. Like you said, they did a good job like hyping it up, talking about strategy, and also like just making it sound really legit. I think the finals are actually way more organized than the regionals. I don't know. Did you catch the regionals at all, UC?
Yeah, I watched the entire thing start to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch a lot of the regionals, like sort of the North America only tournaments or the European only tournaments. You caught those as well? Okay, we're losing UC. We got bandwidth or something.
Sorry, I can barely hear on this thing.
Am I lagging or he's like? Oh, okay. I was just mentioning if you caught the regional tournaments.
Don't know.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Well, I was listening to them. I was at work at the time.
Yeah, that was super awesome. By the way, this leads me to my next point. I kind of want to make this point. I feel like we should be providing some tournament maps. Just some really clean, high frame rate, beautiful tournament maps. We could do much better than Duel Box, like honestly. I know that we spent a lot of time polishing the artwork for the other maps. I don't think we need to spend that kind of time polishing the maps for like a tournament map. It just needs to be a solid, clean, beautiful, showcasing one-on-one fights, right? Like it's like a map that's like specifically built for competitive play, because I don't think we should be holding future tournaments on Duel Box. That's just a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah, Duel Box is just a test map, and playing on a test map is not the best, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that even the tutorial map looks better,
Yeah. Perhaps we could use something with the basis of the tutorial map.
Yeah.
We could.
Does Duel Box still have the birds in it?
Looking map.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, perhaps if the community give us a list of perhaps what's needed for a tournament map, then we can have a look at that.
Well, I mean, I would love it if somebody on the team,
just one main arena will do, or what?
Like, I would love it if somebody on the team just like raise their hand and just be like, all right, like, I want to make a tournament map.
I think we have
and
enough
just went with it.
props.
No questions asked.
It should be very easy for a developer to make like three, or even take Duel Box and just make it look a lot better and cleaner.
Well, like I said, the tutorial map, someone can just take the tutorial map and just turn that into a proper map for a tournament map. Just use that as a base, or just make an imitation from that.
Yeah. Well, Bio's gonna yell at us because supposedly the reflective floor only works on that map.
Yeah, well, we can't, not necessarily have to use the reflective floor, but something in that style, I suppose.
Something in that style, yeah.
And you were
So
talking about high frame rate, so...
Yeah, there's a community map what they've been made, what they seem to be enjoying using.
Do we have a... Was that a Termi? Did I hear a Termi? Who is Puny Human?
Not sure.
That sounded a lot like a Termi.
Who
sounded like
is Puny Human?
The big questions. I don't think it's Fug, because Fug's away.
Rook is reminding us that we should be prioritizing gameplay over aesthetics. So,
yeah, but
I
it's
agree
always
with
nice
him.
to have a nice looking map to play on. rather than
Yeah,
bland.
something
Well,
that just has brushes, very minimal models.
I think we can tell Rook that a big thing too is that we've got some level designers and artists that aren't really, you know, they don't need to be
twiddling the
doing
thumbs.
anything. Like they're just keeping busy on maps, and they could totally turn out something that doesn't really have anything to involve with gameplay.
Yeah.
So I think we're
There's
okay.
the
We
final
have,
destination map, what some community have made, which people seem to be, which we were discussing in the World Tournament thread, well, the Aftermath one.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing something like that.
To answer eBunny's question, I think it was eBunny's question, but free temple should be in the next patch, the free running version of the temple map. Okay, I think everybody else is set. I mean, is there any other questions and comments people have for the team? Please shout at us. I think we're gonna all go off air, do private meeting time. Sorry for being so short this time. Alrighty. Any final words and shoutouts before I close out the stream? Okay, well, we're just gonna wait for a little bit because the stream is lagged a little bit. So
Yeah.
I guess
Something like that, that's it.
shout out to like any of the players. I know a couple of people are listening, but any players that are helping out some of the new players, we've had a fair amount of new players just because of the nature of the summer sale and the discount price.
do you know
So-
any metrics about that? Like, I don't actually know how many.
I don't have access to them right now. I'm on my tiny little phone.
I know that like we went up from 100 players concurrently to about 190.
Oh yeah, no. As far as players, like we were at 232 when I checked on the day before yesterday or Thursday. So we did pretty well for just going like right to the discount. It may have been also that we were it was around the time for the tournament. So
Everything timed up perfectly for that.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah. But we didn't even get featured on the Steam front page yet. It would be just sweet to get featured as a flash sale or something like that.
well, there's still
There's still the possibility, yeah.
yeah, we still got time.
Who knows?
All right, cross fingers, I guess. Okay, I think does it for the stream.
Yeah,
This will.
everyone's answered questions. Just get them
Yeah,
praised.
All right, talk to you guys
Nice.
soon. This is the Puny Human Developer Hangout, bi-weekly on Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fatal Ren says his question is unanswered. Did I miss it? I'm sorry. Will there be more characters for the future? Female ones, for example. The next character is female, and we're working on her. Her name is Vanguard. You can see her updates on the Steam announcements. You can see some screenshots of her. And then we are working on new character customization stuff, so please stay tuned. Okay, that does it for us. This is the Puny Human Developer team signing off. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.